Welcome to solverfy.
We are given a weighted graph, and we are asked to use Kruskal's algorithm to find a minimum spanning tree for this graph. The weighted graph we're given is the one from exercise 3, which is a weighted graph on the vertices A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and I. Recall that in exercise 3 we're asked to use Prim's algorithm to find the minimum spanning tree. So essentially this is a very similar problem, except for now we're using Kruskal's algorithm. So, refer on to the book for the edge weights. Now, the first step of Kruskal's algorithm is to draw the weighted graph with none of its edges. So we just have the vertices A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and I. The next step is to find the edges with the smallest weights. So we see that the smallest weight in this graph is 1, which belongs to the edge EF. And so we'll add this edge to the graph. The next step is look for the next smallest weight. So the smallest weight in the remaining graph is going to be 2, which belongs to the edges AD and HI. So first let's add AD. This is perfectly valid, doesn't cause any circuits. And let's add HI. This is also valid, does not cause any circuits. And now the smallest weight in the remaining graph is 3. And this belongs to the edges BD, CF, and EH. Now, first let's add BD. We see that if we do so, we don't create a circuit, so this is perfectly valid. Let's add the edge CF. If we do so, we don't create a circuit, so this is valid. And let's add the edge EH. If we do so, we don't create a circuit, so this is valid. In the next step, we see that the smallest weight in the remaining graph is 4. And this belongs to the edges BC, FI, HF, and GH. Now, of these edges, first let's try and add the edge BC. So if we add the edge BC, we see that we don't create a circuit, so this is a legal move. If we add the edge FI, well, we see that then we do create a circuit EFHI, and so it's not a valid move. We can't do that. If we add the edge HF, again we create a circuit between HF and E, so not a valid move. And finally, if we add the edge GH, we see that this does not create a circuit, so this is a valid move. And we also see that now we have a connected graph. And so it follows that the algorithm terminates, and by Kruskal's algorithm, it follows that this weighted graph is a minimum spanning tree. With the edges AD, BC, BD, CF, EF, EH, and HG and HI. and these are the edges of the minimum spanning tree. So notice that, again, if we compare